Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode. This is the only reason I'm making this is to make it clear. I was not born in the United States. I was born in Spain. I do not and have never had an American birth certificate. I had a Spanish birth certificate, which I wish I could get a copy of, but they won't give me one. I have a document that an American, a United States document that acknowledges my birth and my, I have to go pull it out. I don't remember exactly what it says, but it's a pretty simple document. It acknowledges, what it acknowledges is that I live in the United States and that I'm a U.S. citizen. But
I don't think you're ever going to get a Spanish birth certificate.
No, I'll probably never get a copy of mine again. I wish I could.
I doubt that they'll give it to you. I just doubt that they will.
Yeah, I mean, I had one.
Not unless you would go like through the Spanish consulate or something.
I tried that.
You may have to try again with
Shaheen. Well, I have to. Oh, that's a good idea.
You might have to have her.
Yeah.
Get it for you.
Because I had to go through our, what is she?
Senator, I think.
Our senator, who I don't support.
We barely know the woman.
Yeah, but she was able to get me a copy of my, document saying that.
Where you were kind
of
screwed.
Because, I mean, there are certain documents, if you don't have, like, a birth certificate, there are certain documents you can use to get, like, a driver's license and whatever. And I wasn't born here. Okay, so what I do have is something that a neighbor of ours made. It's hand calligraphy, which is really nice. It's in Spanish. It's not in English. It has my name in Spanish. It doesn't have my name in the English. It says Jaime. It doesn't say, Seamus. It says Jaime.
Could be Irish.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
but
not push too far.
Yeah, but he was
what Jaime in Irish would be.
It'd be Seamus.
Oh.
Well, it would be Jimmy, which would be, one of the forms of Seamus. But anyway, the man who made it, if I remember correctly, was a retired Navy admiral, Spanish Navy admiral, which should tell you something about the Spain in those days, that if, we have an admiral, a retired admiral living in our apartment building, he wasn't getting paid a whole lot for his retirement.
Pretty low, then.
Yeah. I mean, and we were better off than most Spaniards. And even we didn't live high on the hog. My wife shared a video, or a picture, from Asia. I don't know where in Asia. Do you know where it was?
No, that was off of another website on group on Facebook. That motorcycle.
Yeah, and see, in Spain in those
9
days,
people on a motorcycle.
You literally, and they didn't actually, well, they called them motorcycles, but they were like Vespas. They were,
well, this, I think, was barely a motorcycle.
Yeah. We had motorcycle clubs, not gangs, people. They were called clubs. And they were clubs. Like once a month, we would all go out and have we didn't have a motorbike, but my parents were invited, so we'd go out. People would dress up, you put on your nice clothes, you go to a nice restaurant, and they'd send out formal invitations and everything. I used to have all that stuff, but, you have entire freaking families on this Vespa driving down the road. And this was normal because nobody had money.
Which is about 30 miles an hour top speed on it, isn't it?
Yeah, so, now we had a car, thankfully, but, it wasn't much of a car. And when we moved, we packed everything in it and on it and probably on the sides. We had
sticking out every direction.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not from here. I'm from España, but I've lived here since 1972, a week before my birthday. So anyway, just so you know, I've never had an American birth certificate.